how do we define that? We can go over it, just take a look at it here. We'll double click on it. And I'll bring up our dialog box. I'm going to go over here to where we got our roadway defined. Click on this, and so you can see kind of a schematic representation of what that road is doing, right? So we've got our center line of our street, and we have our curb here. And so we need to have a roadway cross slope. We need to have a longitudinal slope that's automatically calculated, so you don't need to worry about that. We need to give it an optional depression at the inlet if you happen to use those, our curb height, and then you might have some right-of-way or setback that's also transmitting flow for that, or maybe a ditch or something, right? So you can account for all this. See, if you think about this as like a HEC-RAS type cross-section. So anyways, we're kind of representing what the flow is there. And so we can go and measure the roadway width off the screen. Now, currently we can't read the catchment data, I'm sorry, the corridor information from Civil 3D. Hopefully in the future we can. But anyways, I want to take half of that number, so I'll call it, let's say 22 and a quarter, and our curb height, and then our cross slope, and our roughness there. And of course, we can look that up again, just pick that value off the lookup table. And then we can, if we want to have it model both sides at the same time, we can say both sides, and account for like a depressed inlet, and account for that setback. And we can go over to our parts catalog and select which parts catalog we want. So we can come in here and browse, and we can see in here, we have all the foundries. So we have Dieter, East Jordan, we have Campbell, we have Neenah, we have United Concrete, right? And we have many, many other states in here. Ideally, we're going to have all 50 states at some point. So anyways, that gets downloaded on your computer. So right now we're looking at the Neenah foundry. That actually happens to be the largest catalog that we implemented. And it took us a while to do, but anyways, you're browsing their parts catalog. So if I want to go and see this data, I can see all these dimensions, but that's all been coded in the software as well as you have all of their supporting material, right? So we can see their PDF, you can download that into your computer, or their parts catalog in there. And then we can, if you want to use this on a regular basis, just mark it as a favorite, it shows up over there. Then we can go ahead and set that up, and then we can come in here and say, okay, how many inlets do we have there? Do we have any clogging we need to worry about? And then we can run our simulation and see what happens. So if we go over here and scroll down, we can see that the amount of flow draining down to this gutter here is about 8 CFS. 3.7 is getting captured, and the remaining is bypassing it. So we're saying 46% here